Hi everybody and welcome back to the Build It channel. Today is an exciting day because after months and months of searching, the side skirts have finally arrived for my R34. What this means is I can now fit the front lip and the side skirts together, because if I fitted the lip without the skirts it would have sat that much lower and would have just looked funny on the side angle of the car. So I've been searching for these for the best part of a year and a half, and when I say searching I mean wake up in the morning, going on eBay, typing in R34 Skyline, setting it to used parts, setting it to all categories, newly listed, and searching through, and then doing the same in the evenings. And about a week ago I finally found some. I was looking through it about 11 o'clock at night, and there was a pair on there, so I snapped them up as quick as I could and they've arrived here. So I haven't opened them yet, so the first thing to do is crack these open. So these are the GTT Altea side skirts. They're not Nismo, but a lot of people call them that, and they came with an option body kit which came with different front and rear bumpers on the later GTTs. This is the option Nismo lip for the GT, so if you see, it hasn't got a cutout here where the vent would usually be on one side of the bumper, which is good because mine is a GT, so I haven't got the vent there anyway, so that will fit up nicely. Now, there is a bit of damage on these which I know about, but these are the best condition ones I could find in that year and a half, but no doubt a mint pair will probably pop up for 100 quid tomorrow. So we're going to start with fitting the lip. What I've already done is chopped off some of the mounting points on the inside here, because that would have required drilling massive holes into the side of the bumper, and it will fit nicely without those as well. So next thing to do is whip the bumper off of the car and we can start mocking that one up. So because this is an OE lip, it should fit up nice and tight to everything, and it's going to cover some of this damage here on the bottom of the bumper, but unfortunately not this or this, so we might actually get this sprayed at the same time. I think this was from hitting a cone at a drift day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at where it matches up with the mounting points here and see whether that needs any hardware to go in it, and I think we're going to need some at the back of each one as well. The great thing about OE parts is you get an OE fit. You have to mark a hole here, here, and then the three on the other side as well. And I think also on the bottoms here, just to hold it in place. But it sits real nice and snug on its own all the way along. So the lip's looking pretty good on there on the monster truck ride height. Next thing to do is truck the side skirts. So first of all we need to take a couple of things off. We need to take off this mud flap here, and we need to take off the section that sits underneath here, as effectively the other bit's going to replace it, which looks like part of the wrapper's coming off there anyway, so that's a good time to change that. So with that part off and cleaned up, we're going to start looking at what's going to match up. Now it looks like possibly these little tabs here along as far as this one should match up, but then this has got more on it which would probably go somewhere into the skirt, so we're not going to end up drilling into that. So I'll pop these ones out and try this up. So the good news is all those tabs at the back click in. The absolutely great news is that this front piece uses the same mounting points as the mud flap did, which is great. The only bit we're going to have an issue with is sort of in the middle here, because the clip that would hold here, there isn't anything for it to go into. But what it has got is underneath clip-in points, so we could possibly end up doing something here where we put a riv nut into the sill and hold all this in place, which all we have to do that for is effectively up to halfway across the door. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and then this will be absolutely secure. That means that we don't actually need to do any modding around of the skirt itself. So I want to just see what this looks like on the ground. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we're just putting it into Matt's unit. If you remember when we did the wrap, Matt is the guy that helped me out with that. He's been doing the repairing and the paint work on the R34 body kit. So there's his car, so I guess we're heading down here. So let's have a look and see what this kit looks like. So it wasn't sprayed in here. This is just the this is just where it was buffed up, but obviously sprayed in a proper booth. Matt's done a great job.
Hello.
It's not actually, there you go. Matt's done a great job.
Hello.
Amazing. So we're back at the home garage now, and we've got the splitter sat on the bumper, and that's looking really good, nice and shiny. And put the Nismo indicators in as well. So the next thing to do is to secure it. So what I'm going to use on the bottom here is these mounting holes. Just going to drill a hole through and fit in one of these plastic tabs, and there's 5 of those on the bottom. So these are the clips I ended up using, just nice flush fit style ones, and they work a treat through the bodywork. To be honest, I don't think I'll need to do anything with the end ones, but I might just put a clip in there just to make it look a bit nicer. So all the trims are off the side, ready to put the side skirts on, and the front bumper is on with the splitter. All looking pretty good, although very, very high. So I'm going to whack a plate on, load everything up into the car, and head up to the unit. This is how bad the roads are at the minute. I literally drove, what, 20 minutes, and it is covered in crap. So it'll wipe off everywhere that the side skirt's going to go, and then we'll start mocking it up. So as I said before, great news is it uses the original mountings on the front here and back here as well. And actually 3 of the mounts under here at the back all use the original mounting as well. So we've got some tabs facing forward here, and my intention was to put one in all 4 of these, but actually I think if we just do this front one here, it's going to hold the whole length of the side skirt on quite nicely. So what we'll do, so that saves drilling in too much into the sill of the vehicle. So what we'll do is we'll mark up a hole here, drill through, put our riv nut in, and then we'll be able to put a bolt straight into the bracket here. We'll also, before we put the riv nut on, put some paint in there just to stop it from corroding away as well. Well, that was an absolute dream to fit. With it all being OE parts, it just goes on perfectly. As I say, after that one bit that we had to put a riv nut in, the rest of it was spot on. It was a bit too dark in the unit to see any decent clips, so here is a little montage to show you out of the video. Enjoy, and remember, if you like the Bodykit TV content, then please hit subscribe and hit like, drop me a comment, and I'll see you soon.